Is this a keeper? I think this is a keeper. Or Stripe Riverwinder taking a vacay. What's a good constructed rating? Like 1800 plus is a good constructed rating. Realistically, constructed rating doesn't mean anything. But my god, I've been doing a lot of losing in Modern recently. Oh, grief. I'm gonna pretend like I'm Scam. Nah, I 3-2'd. I'm a loser. I lost to Rhinos. Frogmite, Memnite, Nettlecyst, Patchwork, Springleaf Drum. Why didn't they play Drum? Not playing Drum there is like kind of interesting. Could take the Drum. Or I could just take the Nettlecyst. I'm gonna take the Nettlecyst because everything else gets swept away from a living end. I mean, I guess they wanted the Patchwork to grow off the Drum, but playing the Drum there is just like so much tempo for them that I'm very surprised they didn't play the Drum. Time to cycle. I don't think I put this into play untapped. Yeah, I don't really need to cycle this Architects of Will. I just need to cycle the Generous Ent and get a third land. We exile the Living End. Why? Nah, I got the force for it, but still, like, why? Lucky I top deck that force. Please draw the third Living End. I have 4. Luckily. Bingo playing a Cascade deck. The stream just got better. What can I say? You can't beat 'em, join 'em. Or something like that. I earned this win. Me, Dingo. The best Magic player. So dumb. Well, this is how I get my rating out of 1600. Figured it out. Take the extra Boseiju also. Question is, what am I cutting here? 1600 rating, I'm jealous. It's not something to be jealous about, that's for sure. All subtleties. Force of Negation. I feel like subtlety's probably worse than Force of Negation. I could also see grief being kind of bad. Subtlety's good. But what kind of hate do we think they're gonna have? I don't care about Patchwork. I can just like Living End away Patchwork, I think. I think they're just gonna have like Relic as a piece of hate, Chalice probably, Voidmere maybe. Nah, Voidmere wouldn't be smart, right? That would hurt them. Drop 2 waves. Curse. Yeah, they're all gonna be artifact related, right? So I don't think I want subtlety. I could see trimming like a grief and a Street Wraith maybe. Bringing in the Brazen Borrower and trying it like that. I don't know if the Brazen Borrower is even good. Trim a Living End. They might have Metallic Rebuke, and if they're on Metallic Rebuke, I might need all 4 Living Ends. How do you feel about this hand? It's pretty good, right? I think I'm gonna keep this. It answers their hate pretty well. Force of Negation for 1 piece of hate, grief for another piece of hate. Street Wraith over Borrower. Maybe. The thing that's like the hardest about Living End is figuring out how to sideboard with this deck. But I think Living End gets better in an open decklist format because it becomes a lot easier to sideboard. 1688 limited, 1686 constructed. We have like the same constructed rating right now. You're bad, I'm bad. Oh, we drew our win condition. We drew the Living End. As under the MTGO account settings. Cranial plating, frogmite, forging the anchor, patchwork. I think I'm just taking the plating. Dingo slowly talking himself into bringing Living End to Denver. Yeah. A little bit. Maybe just a little bit. I think I want Steam Vents. I feel like you generally want to thin the deck first. Oh, you know what? I should have played Otawara here and then gone cycle. I will cycle this one first. Oh shit. Nothing fucking matters. Forgot nothing matters with this deck. Play poorly, win anyways. There's still a very good chance I just bring scales. Jesus Christ. This deck is dumb. And I hate it so much. Masaga's pretty good. There's a tingle when you cascade. You might need to go see the doctor if there's a tingle when you cast a cascade spell. 5, 9, 12, 15. It's more the soothing voice. I get it. Force the wrong card. Here comes the ring. Their last card in hand is a 2/2 flyer. Such a BM force, the game's Jover next turn. They're going to die. You will die. Because Outburst just kills them even if they make a construct token. They're gonna rope me for this. I'm gonna go take a beanbag nap if they rope me for this. Ain't no way. Oh, opponent, come back. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Who's ready to sit here for the next like 20 minutes? Yeah, Final Fantasy time. Nap time. I have so much stuff on the beanbag. Oh, they made a play. You see all 511 of them here? Rounded up. Are you blocking, son? 511 has been like my record in Modern recently. More rope. No more rope. Iron Beagle playing Rhinos. Time to die, Iron Beagle. Yep. I just told him good luck, have fun, as I now cast Grief. That's got to be one of the most BM true combos, is going good luck, have fun, Grief. I think I want to take Violent Outburst. You're supposed to grieve after playing the land. Oh, my bad. I scammed it wrong. I guess I gotta do better. I always griefed before the land. Yeah, you did, May. Yeah, you did. I remember. I was there. Oops. Cycle. Ah, the living end. Ah, the grief and the living end. Alright, now in true living end fashion, we're just gonna top deck a Cascader. No problem. Can't outburst with this mana. True. Yeah, apparently I fucked up somewhere with these lands. Should not have gotten an island into Stomping Ground. Classic dingo fetching. Nah, we'll draw a Shardless Agent. And not Violent Outburst that we can't cast. These not Violent Outburst that I can't cast. It's too freaking easy, chat. Fetch poorly, who cares? Deck plays itself. God, I love Modern. Never mind. Remember I was dooming about Modern? Fetch like an idiot, who cares? Nothing really matters at the end of the day. Anyways, I'm gonna throw up. Mystical Dispute in, I guess. Iron Beagle said, what the fuck, man? I'm sorry. I've become what I sought to destroy. I don't think I was like 2 subtlety, 3 subtlety. So, Dingo, can I put you down for 1 copy of Living End at Denver? I don't take out the subtlety because it's Tidebinder. Ah, makes sense. And it's just broken. Another jackpot at the Living End Casino, baby. Subtlety answers endurance. True. They're not gonna have endurance or Tidebinder. Nah. Truly, they won't, right? I will never forgive you for this, is what they typed in chat. This is the end, Dingo. I will never forgive you for your crimes. Now die. Yeah, Iron Beagle unsubbing after this match is over. I will never forgive myself either. Serve me the tea, serve me the tea. The ice in my drink. I think I take the Tidebinder. Kind of surprised they didn't serve me the tea. Okay, so upkeep. I'm gonna fetch and Waker, I guess. I just want to fetch an upkeep player on Tidebinder. So if they wanted to ice me, they'd have to like spend mana on their turn. Shardless Agent, Subtlety. I think I take the Subtlety. They're probably just gonna ice me here. Just like whatever. Seeker of Waves, Violent Outburst. I'm gonna take the Violent Outburst. Looks like a Subtlety with Shardless Agent still. I have a lot of options here. I literally have it all. This is like so gross. They just can't win this game, like ever. You have to fetch when they don't have Tidebinder mana. I did. I fetched on upkeep of their turn 3, so that way they couldn't play their third land. Unless I'm tripping. Oh, that's what I did. Oh, Force of Negation too. How lovely. Oh, you have Breeding Pool as a fetch. Yeah, sorry. So, funny story. When I had the Space Infinity Shock lands, I had quite a few people, both here and YouTube, complain to me saying that they hated looking at them. So I said, okay, don't worry. Once the old bordered shocks come out, I'll swap all of my Infinity lands to old bordered shocks. And now people are like, I can't tell the difference between your shocks and your fetches, Dingo. Can you like do something about it? I'm just like, well, if I didn't just swap, maybe. But that's tough. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to live with that. Side by side, that shit with a Misty. Oh, they look the same. Hi, Subtlety. They said S big. God, Magic so easy. On to the next Rhino's opponent. His hand's insane. That was a fucked match. I'm sorry, Iron Beagle. Somebody said you're gonna come in and unsub. I'm gonna go cry now. That was pretty dang messed up. I put the breeding pool side by side with the Misty so you could look at a jet. Which is a fetch? Which is the shock? Who knows? Now I want to put the fetch on the bottom. I'm gonna shuffle my deck either way. I guess this way I can't hardcast Force of Negation. Which I guess was an issue. Now we get the Farm Titan. What's up, Travis? How you doing, buddy? The Architect's a will, right? Fucking itch it. Although bidding is not too bad either. Waiting for the bad living end matchup. Yeah, bad living end matchup. Those exist. Now he's got to run into scam. Then I'll be very, very sad. Razor, sure. So if they ring or they summoners pact, it's not gonna end very well for them. Titan's not a good matchup. Hell yeah, Connor. Seems pretty good so far. They need to kill me this turn. I could also just play another ring. That'd be good for them too. Azusa. That's true. Clean up, step, discard Titan. It's very strong. Alright, I don't know what I did to win that game, but I guess. I haven't played a lot of Living End, like, at all, so I don't have an informed opinion about Troll versus Elephant. I guess Leyline of the Void is for Scam in the Mirror, probably. He's very good. I don't know if Force Negation is good. Not sure Force Negation is, like, super necessary. It does stop a ring, which is nice, but it's kind of mid in this matchup, right? Maybe Foundation Breaker's too much. Them sacking Ravager's annoying. Oh, against Scales. Foundation Breaker's gas because of Saga. Grief doesn't do anything either. Force is bad. I feel like Force Negation is not where I want to be. Force out, Borrower out. Cut Grief. They'd probably cut the third Living End as well. Either side, the fourth Living End, down to 3. Okay, keep this. Alright, maybe we've got to stop drawing some Living Ends. That's cycling. Bringing the Boseiju, cut 1 Ent. Makes sense. I don't know if I'm supposed to cycle that. Yes, you cycle. Okay. Green card. Holy shit. I'm gonna cycle this one too. Holy shit. Actually, I think I should have pitched the Foundation Breaker instead. Yeah, I should have pitched the Foundation Breaker. That was a mistake. Yeah, I made a mistake. Bye bye, Graveyard. Ah, it's fine. Add the green mana. Yeah, mistakes don't matter. Nobody's ever lost from making a mistake in Living End. Suspend Living End. It probably wouldn't be too bad here. Dude, I'm kind of concerned because if I Foundation Breaker, I guess I hard cast Foundation. Oh, okay. So here's the thing. Then I can't leave up hardcast Subtlety. And I'm not sure which one's better at this stage in the game. I guess hardcasting the Foundation Breaker's fine, but I'm just like kind of concerned about getting Titan next turn. Then having to pitch Subtlety and then not having an answer the following turn. I guess I just kind of have to dodge for one turn. What do you bring in as scam against coffers? Blood Moon can be okay. I don't like bringing in a ton of copies of Blood Moon because against like half their hands, Blood Moon does nothing. Spot removal is generally not that good except for against Bowmaster. It's a really tough matchup. The Coffers matchup is very hard for Scam to win. Yeah, I'm gonna cycle this, but I'm gonna chill for a sec here. Yeah, they have Bog in hand. Yield, Time Walk. If I don't cycle, I could cast this Architects at will and then just like put that Titan 3 from the top. I think I'm kind of down for that. It'll like buy me another turn on top of that. Gives me a 3/3. So they gotta pay for pack next turn. I only have 5 mana, so they can't Titan me again, even if they have another one in hand. Yeah, I'm gonna look at 3 Titans. Oh, they put the Titan on the bottom. Oh, I thought for sure they put it on top. No, I put it on the bottom. I didn't even look at the chat logs. I just assumed they put it on top. Um, putting. I don't really want them to draw a Grazer. They draw a Valakut, and they could. I don't care too much about the Valakut, right? Give them Pact. I don't think I give him the Grazer this turn. If I give him the Pact, I have a Dryad in hand, let's say. Or give him Pact. I feel like I gotta give him Valakut. Hope they don't have a Dryad in hand. And they have to pay for Pact, but still, if they have like Bounce Land plus Grazer plus Titan in hand, I'll just die. Nothing is a pretty good outcome. Yes, hello, opponent. I'm here to serve you the tea. Have you heard about our Lord and Savior, the tea? Or opponent. Brutalized. Absolutely brutalized. They did not like me serving them the tea. I actually don't hate this hand. That's why I don't want to play Titan in Denver. Subtlety. This hand's dicks? I mean, I think this hand's decent. Guarantees me blue source here. Waker of Waves probably finds me third land. Or Cascader. Think this hand's bad? Really? I don't think this hand's bad. Okay, it's bad against Yawgmoth. It needs land and spell. We got draw step and card selection. It's fine. Second Waker. Opponent tries to grist and gets blown out. Can't force negation grist. But you can force negation quarter calling. Subtlety's a pretty big game. And we almost assembled Force of Negation. We almost assembled the whole negation. We got a Bowmaster. Just need to rip land off the top. No problem. You got a wall. You got a Stringer Root Geist. Land. No. I mean, I don't really mind a second Subtlety. I'm sorry, opponent. Forgive me. Nothing really matters. Make sure I don't die. Nihilism, dingo. Got the Urborg. I had the answer the entire time. Living End. Living End just resolves. Crazy business. We waiting until tax. Um, I don't know if it matters. I don't know if it matters. Probably. Yawgmoth? Goodbye, Yawgmoth. It's tea time. Next game time. I want Leyline. I want probably Brazen Borrower and Endurance. I think I want the Boseiju also. Force of Negation comes out. Like, fully, probably. I want Breaker. So they're gonna have Court of Calling for Soulless Jailer as well as Soul Cauldron. I don't have any enchantments. I think Chewer is better than Foundation Breaker, right? Cheaper. I can cut one Living End in the matchup also. They have Leyline? Nah. They're not a Leyline deck. Unless I missed some crazy build of Yawgmoth that was playing Leyline in the Void in the sideboard. They're not a Leyline deck. I gotta cut like 2 cards here. They do play Leyline now. I'm looking at the Gant list. I don't see a Leyline in this Gant list. Alright, I gotta find 2 cards to cut. Waker ×2 maybe. I think this hand's good enough. Yeah, it was great to exile the Subtlety. His hand's not quite perfect. If this living end were like anything else, it'd be better. I like you want to cut like mostly all the force negations against Yawgmoth. I care to subtlety this, not particularly, right? I'll let that go. They just put a Yawgmoth in the graveyard. Despair. Just force negation it. Evidently I was supposed to subtlety this. Hard to know though. Maybe if I subtlety it, it just put it back on top and cast it again next turn. That's probably not great for me either. But this turn's quarter calling online. Maybe I should have just subtletied it. Hopefully I draw my endurance. That'd be nice. Okay, they don't have quarter calling. Do I want to hold this Ent in case I draw endurance? I think so. I think I just cycle this anyways. I'm gonna do this now before they draw a cord. Unless I'm untapped with like Gris Yawgmoth. I'm not a huge fan of. I really have to dodge some drawing quarter calling. I think I need to take the risk. Is the peatland. I could very easily just have like cord for Soulless Jailer here too. For Soulless Jailer. Maybe they have endurance. I don't hope they have endurance. They have a second endurance. Second endurance. All right. Food. Food. Endurance while Young Wolf. Draw Wall of Roots. Young Wolf. Not dead yet. So drawing Wall of Roots here. They sack the Wall of Roots. They can cast the Sunken Young Wolf. Maybe I should have given them the endurance instead. Also surprised they didn't fetch before any of this. They could have just like fetched and then I wouldn't have information about what they're drawing. I guess luckily for me, they can't cord for the win. As it stands. Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered which order I stacked them in. I guess actually they can cord for Blood Artist. If they evoke endurance like this. Alright, I died. Kind of crazy to lose from that spot, but yeah, maybe I should have done an end step. I should have taken the damage and done that at end step, right? Yeah, I should have done an end step. Doing it during combat was a mistake. I kind of liked how I sideboarded though. Like a reasonable hand. Got nothing special going on. I think it's like a good hand still. Really depends on what we cycle into. It's a little land heavy. I'm keeping it. It's a pretty good top three that they had. Subtlety. Good question. We fine. So here's my decision tree now. So I could just cycle Curator. If I just cycle Curator, then I could potentially hit a blue card to Subtlety. Alternatively, if I could pitch Curator, draw a blue card, I could Subtlety and Endurance that they might have. Because Endurance would suck pretty badly for me, right? I could just let this Ooze resolve. Or if I Subtlety this Ooze, then I get 7 power back. And they have 2 lands. 3 lands, potentially. But this Ooze is kind of a problem. I think I just let this go. I can activate it one time. I think I just let it resolve. That was great for me. That's also great for me. I'm gonna just do this now. I don't want to wait because I don't want to risk quarter calling. I'm just gonna let them eat the one thing and then lose their board. I'm just gonna have me and my 4/4 flyer. But let's say they don't activate Ooze, right? They just like go to their upkeep and then they have quarter calling for Soulless Jailer. I lose her. Just like I don't think I can rely on them acting first. Yawgmoth resolves. Holy Subtlety. Wolf, there it is. Time to serve the tea. Air Elemental Tribal. Okay, I'm just gonna untap. Maybe I should have cast one for clock. But I don't know. I feel like I'm in like pretty full control of this game. I think we can lose, but it would just like involve a very complicated sequence of draws from them. Yeah, I agree. I think clock doesn't matter when we have like 3-time walks. I guess the only thing I'm really scared of is like quarter calling. I feel like I'm just subtleting anything that they play. Like literally anything. I'm here to serve you the tea. Ah, Gris liked the tea. Gris said, I would love to have some more tea next turn. Put it on top. Wonder if Gris is gonna like the tea the second time. Surely the Grist will stick this time. Chris, you've come back for more, honey. Would you like the tea again? Oh, Gris did not like the tea the second time. This hand's bad, right? Did you sign my Kai's Giles? Yeah, I'll also sign it with hate. This will bring up your rating. I don't know, is this hand bad? I mean, it does a lot of cycling, but it's got like 2 living ends in it, so it's essentially a mulligan to 5 unless I draw Grief. God, only Sunken Ruins didn't suck. And can't cycle Waker of Waves, but if it could, it'd be really good. What am I putting back, though, is the question. I want to keep, like, Grief Living End, I think, and I want to keep Violent Outburst. Between Waker and Curator, I think I put Curator back. It's probably going to take me more than 1 turn to draw a blue source. Land. Oh, I drew the blue source. I hadn't considered land. Amulet, Grazer, Dryad, Summoner's Pack, Simic, Growth Chamber, Simic, Growth Chamber. I just take Amulet here, right? Do I care about... Do I care about Summoner's Pact? What are we listening to? It's screaming in my ear, whatever it is. This would be a good song to play Medieval Monday on. Dun, 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 dun. They packed it for endurance. Game 1, that's tough. Why am I out here like struggling with scales when I could just be casting Living End? Scales is based in Living End is cringe. Yeah, you're so right. God, you're so right. Living End or a land? I guess I'd take the Living End. I'm really okay on lands. This is just like a draw step outburst angle. It says Medieval Slim Shady. Yeah, I guess I should have taken fourth land instead, because fourth land lets me channel Otawara. I was thinking the Living End was like fine for if we draw Grief, but we can just hard cast Grief anyways. Primeval Titan, Summoner's Pact, Arboreal Grazer. Do I just take the Grazer? I think I'm taking the Grazer. Titan? The thing about Titan is they can just pack for another Titan, though. Whereas, let's do the math here. I'm doing 10 damage to them if I take Grazer, and then they're untapping and playing a Titan. This land for Otawara might actually matter. I think I take Grazer. But not grabbing this land for Otawara might kill me. But I'll probably hit it off the Waker. Are they tightening next turn? They play land drop, and then they play land drop. Killed your opponent from 93. Jeez. How'd the breach deck go? I went 0-4. Not very well. Step gamers. I like the entire spread of top tier decks this league too. Except for Scam. We played against Yawgmoth, we played against Titan, we played against Rhinos. What would be round 1? That was Affinity, that's right. I wouldn't call that a tier deck. Have you ever seen an IRL whale? They're IRL finger tapping for Titan. Grabbed an Urza Saga, sure. Draws the land. kick. I'm just never punished, huh? In any way, shape, or form. I can only survive if they get a fountain with this Titan. This is the good vibes deck. This is something. Guess I could have Otawara with Urza Saga, huh? I didn't even think about that. I don't think I've ever Otawara in Urza Saga. But I should have. Because it doesn't say non-land on it. It just says artifact, creature, enchantment, or planeswalker. Guess I made a mistake. Why they have Radiant Fountain Vesuva? Now they stay alive. So that means I need to cycle this Waker. Really good. They kind of need to like play around Outburst here, so they should probably block. And I get the Subtlety their next Titan. I just Otawara this. A pineapple. If I Otawara this, uh, then they played Titan. What else was in their hand? It was Skill for sure. I'm just like trying to think if they have a second Titan here. They might be able to cast. Have to serve you the tea. Yeah, if I would have wore the amulet, I would have exploded, I think. Because they replay the amulet, they play Bounce Land, they play Cultivator Colossus and kill me. Just Dryad. Yeah, Titan's gone. They had Summoner's Pact. I knew about the Summoner's Pact. Radiant Fountain, not good enough. Bounce this, attack for 13. Okay. Against Titan. Some of these, some of these, some of these, and some of these. I don't even know if Brazen's good. We bored out last time. We boarded out 2 Griefs. This is our second time playing against Titan, right? I think we determined we should board out some Griefs and some Force of Negations. Sly, thank you for the 10 months. I appreciate it. Imagine if you actually practiced. Yeah. On Living End. Agree. Agree. I think we agree that we can also sideboard an Ent out because we're bringing in a Boseiju. I think I need to take out more Force Negations, maybe. And like leave in a Grief. So I just want to trim all the Force Negations. Trimming all the Forces is weak to like Ring. But I think it's probably pretty good to do that, right? I could also cut 1 Waker of Waves and then bring in the last Grief. I don't know if Grief's actually that good though. I know Subtlety's a banger. Lose the ring plus amulet draws. Yeah, but like, do we care about that? Is this a keepable hand? Chat discuss. Is this a keepable hand? I think this is good. Fuck it, we ball on the draw. Yeah, I like the fuck it we ball mindset. Gotta draw the first land on the cycle. Gotta cycle this, grief with this. It's amulet munching time. You were fooled. Doubt the power of living in. It really depends on if we draw a land here or not. Amulet munch and a saga munch. Well, that's the land. I think I just kill this amulet. Well, let's grief him first. Let's grief him and see before I chew it up. Azusa, Summoner's Pact, Ring. So I take Ring. Leave him with Azusa, Summoner's Pact. I definitely munch on this amulet. Otherwise, they just get to, like, kill me. Top deck, green source. Draws Living End, Smooge. I wonder if I'm supposed to grab not a green source. What if I'm supposed to grab Steam Vents and cycle this? Grab green. It's kind of risky, but it's interesting to grab the Steam Vents here. It's very greedy, but I mean, alright. Alright. I wanted to be greedy, and then cycle this and try to find third land. You gotta play a fringe deck after this to get the Living End bad vibes out. Probably do. It's gonna be my last league of the day, but I think I'm gonna play another one after this too. I'll let chat decide what we play. I was gonna play some Final Fantasy, but I think I wanna play more Magic. Play the mono white control deck, the Martyr deck. Living End doing Living End things. Living End so cringe. Yeah, nothing like a cope league to get me to want to play more Magic. Oh, the one that beat me on Bogles. The Soul Talisman, mono white control. Azusa. So they're 1 mana short unless they go Pact for a Grazer and they have Titan in hand. God, I'm getting Titan this turn. It's painful to play and play against. I believe that. Play mono black rack. I feel like that's BFG's alt account. Should have cycled Curator. Now I'm taking like 20, right? I guess they can only haste it. They can't double strike it. Okay. They get the bog, man. Haste into bog. They also got to get a green source to pay for Summoner's Pact. So they probably get Bounce Land Bog here. Like Simic Bog. Living End would still be good, but I need to draw a land. That works too. Oh, I drew a land. Wait, are they dead to Pact? 2, 4. Did they miscount? Nah, they're good. They're good, right? They filter. Nah, they filter. They're fine. Chat gooping. I was like, I'm pretty sure they didn't die. I need to wipe their board though. Chat plays Amulet. I got a board wipe and then like Foundation Breaker this anyways. I was saying, unless they like miscounted on the actual factual number of mana that they had. They had the right colors, because I said that works too when they got the Mycos in the garden. I'll play Ripland here. Hardcast this and this. Could evoke it, I guess. Kind of sucks because I can't really cast Living End for the rest of the game. So even if I make a stacked graveyard, it's not very good. So I get a prime time back. That's good. I'm not gonna cycle this, I don't think. Probably dead though. Clock is not gonna be fast enough here. With them having Ring and Dryad, they're definitely gonna find a win con before we kill them. Face my 4/4 Yugi boy. Pretty sure we're dead. Valakut, Valakut. Valakut Vasuva. Okay. That game played out interestingly. I don't want to change anything though. I kind of like the way we sideboarded for the most part. Reef's a weird one. Reef's like the only thing I'm not sure of. Nah, I haven't played Timeless in a minute. Ent over Elephant. I like that, because then we have a higher green card count for Force. I think tomorrow is Timeless Tuesday. I'm mulliganing to 5. I feel like I start by cycling Curator and then griefing them. Start with Breeding Pool also, right? Could also cycle a Street Wraith first, but I guess starting with Grief. You're overthinking Living End? Yeah, you're right. Alright, let's start with Grief. Amulet, Amulet, Saga. Through the Living End. Sag. I should have cycled the Wraith first. I also have a Bog. Which will kill me. And their hand was actually really good. No, I need to cycle the Street Wraith first. I was like trying to play around Endurance. This kind of puts him in the Stone Age. Gonna buy me a lot of time anyways. Bounce his Bog. You hate to see it, Whiskey. How to draw a land before the Grazer kills us. It is kind of spooky. The Bog. They want to attack with Grazer. I respect it. So I could Subtlety this, and then Violent Outburst and Subtlety it again. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like just living in. I think that's the play as well. Unless I draw all my living ends. I can stack it so where the Architect's will resolve afterwards. I went to the top. Alright, let me stack these triggers correctly. Alright, so I want Architects to happen last. Then Generous Ent, then Subtlety. The Titan. Because no matter if they put it on top or bottom, I get to put it at the third from the top. They do put it on top anyways. They put it on top. Make food. Their top three is Azusa, Primetime, Primetime. Can have an Azusa. Look at the cards. They say you're dead. If I want to suspend a living end, I guess if this game goes 3 more turns, then probably, yeah. I don't know. I guess we suspend a living end. Try it Azusa. Pretty damn good. Subtlety, subtlety, subtlety. Grief. We're gonna get Valakut, Valakut. I'm casting Grief. Get Valakut, Vesuva, I guess. Yeah. To get Valakut, Vesuva, and then they can't copy that Valakut that they just put into play. Maybe Dedge, though. I don't know. Depends on what they have. I also have this living in coming off as a suspend in 2 turns, but it's gonna be too slow. I think I'm dead. Close here. They can't copy the Vesuva, the Valakut if they put a Vesuva into play here. That's not how it works. Get like Valakut Fountain, and then kill Valakut Vesuva. Copy. Oh, that's true. They can just copy Bounce Land. And then they can bounce Valakut and then replay. Or bounce Vesuva and then replay it as a Valakut. This is Jover. Yeah, I mean, that's my last living in. Yeah, I have no living in left in the deck. Spike was boiling me in that clip. Copy Bajuka Bog anyways. Maybe they don't block. I don't know. I don't remember Violent Outburst. Violent Outburst would have saved me here though. Sad. So sad. Because if I had Violent Outburst, then it's just like I have this versus their Dryad. And they don't have a second Titan on top. So Violent Outburst would have been pretty good here just to like kill this Titan. Uh, so close. At least our rating's above 1700 again. Oh, so close. Doubters.
Have you
Bing
peaked?
bong, bing bong, bing bing bong.
Have you peaked?
You're a third-rate duelist.
I can't take it anymore.